Hello, my name is Akosia Tutua Dei-Gyan. Some people call me Tutua AK. I don't think I mind however you call me. I'm a registered midwife and I practice here in the United Kingdom. And I want you to spend some minutes of your time to watch this video to the end. This video is to officially welcome you to Maame Midwife, your midwife on-call platform. And again, I just wanted to use this opportunity to bring into light the reason why I was led to set up this group and how we all as a community have a responsibility to making sure that women enjoy their pregnancy journeys and also have a really, really positive outcome. A little bit about myself. I'm a Ghanaian. I grew up in Ghana. I spent most of my educational years in Ghana, but I relocated to the United Kingdom to join my husband, and so this love brought me here. And in between that, because when I was back home, I had my first degree in laboratory science or medical laboratory, biomedical science, however you want to say it. And also from me relocating, I did do few things in between. I was a PA, I was a healthcare assistant, I was an MCA, I was a lot of things. So I've worked in different places, from nursing homes to hospitals to recreation centers to homeless. I've literally been all over the place, and I feel like maybe it was meant to happen that way, so that I will draw from my experiences back home here, even in different places in the United Kingdom, to achieving my dream. I had the privilege, actually, when I was training as a midwife, to go abroad and be as an instrument of support for women who are pregnant and who are having their babies. And I will say that actually opened my eyes to some of the disadvantages, actually, depending on which area in the world you find yourself. And I know that when you read about why I set up this group, which I have outlined, it also brings into light the fact that Black women and ethnic minority groups like Asian communities also are at increased risk of pregnancy and birth complications, and that can also affect the outcome. I was looking at the trend of maternal mortality and globally, and you can tell that, of course, we know that developing countries are struggling a bit. Whilst, I mean, UK, we normally, when we look at maternal deaths or maternal mortality, we look at deaths in 100,000 lives birth. And then at the moment in the UK, we are about 7 to 9. So every 100,000 lives births, we are losing 7 to 9 women. And when you look at WHO 2017, what they publish, you can tell that the developing countries are really at the bottom. And even though that even some European countries are still struggling with regards to maternal mortality, yes, even in the UK, 7 to 9 is quite a lot, and we're doing a lot. There are a lot of policies in place to try and reduce that. But the gap. So when you look at countries like, for example, Ghana, where I am from, we are looking at over 300 maternal deaths in 100,000 lives births. You know, like Kenya, for example, is over 300, 400. You know, Nigeria is hitting about 500, and some countries like South Sudan, they hit about 1,000, over 1,000 live births. So that means that every 80 to 100 women who either fall pregnant or terminate their pregnancy, throughout any woman who has been through that journey and died, every 80 or 100 people, we are going to lose one woman. And I know that at the moment it's a public health, you know, is one of the things on globally as a public health issue when it comes to maternal death, because pregnancy, we're supposed to be enjoying pregnancy. It's supposed to be a normal process, a natural process, but unfortunately there are other things as well that comes into play. Even if, for example, you have great access to fantastic maternity care, you've got great doctors and everything, there are some things as well that can sometimes play to some people's disadvantage, depending on which area or which ethnic group you do belong to. So we know that looking at the trend, especially women from disadvantaged group are at increased risks of having pregnancy and birth complications. And the reason for this is the reason why I was led to set up this group is that we need a lot of education, first of all, to go out there. And I know that technology is growing. Yes. At the moment, maybe I may be targeting people who may probably are well to do, but I feel like it's a community responsibility. And so I'm not only targeting women, I'm not only targeting partners, I'm targeting uncles, aunties, cousins, because the thing is, when you educate one person in a family, then you educate everybody else, you see. And so as a midwife, I have a responsibility. I have autonomy in normal pregnancy. Okay. Everything abnormal, well, it's up to the doctors. But then we know that we can educate on normal pregnancies. That means that helping to know, for people to understand normal pregnancy, and then also helping them to identify when there are deviations from normality, I would say. So again, I appreciate the fact that you're here. When I looked at, I'm just trying to build my audience, but then I see that, well, most of the people on my friends on Facebook maybe have had their kids already, or they might probably think that this is not for me, but I believe that you can help me. So it's just about you sharing the platform to some people, especially women of childbearing age at the moment, those who are the new generation who are coming, because we believe that we can help. So there are some people, actually, they don't even have the access at all to some of these things we are talking about. But I believe that knowing the norm, knowing that, this is normal in pregnancy, and will help you understand some of the abnormal things, and also help you to seek urgent medical care if you need to. So at the moment, I'm just trying to, again, I'm getting a lot of midwives on board, and I'm going to get a lot of experts in the field as well on board, so that 24/7 on call. I know that we are also looking at a lot of physical and mental well-being of our women as well, and so 24/7 at some point we'll be able to provide consultation also, queries, because a lot of people do have questions. And I know that, unfortunately, especially where I'm from, people have lost their loved ones, mothers, aunties, cousins, as a result of childbirth. And that shouldn't, I think childbirth or pregnancy should be one of the nicest things really happening to every family. And so you shouldn't be scared. I think even here in the UK, maybe the last thing you think about when you get pregnant is you having to lose your life. But in some countries, unfortunately, when people do get pregnant, they think about their lives. And so thank you very much. And I know that we are all in this together, and you're going to help me. I don't know, I have a lot of dreams, but this is just the beginning. I'm just looking forward to even eventually just mobilizing colleagues, people like a charity, people like We Can Go, because again, when I had my and placements abroad as well, I also felt like there were some times that it was actually lacked to some of the gaps or inconsistencies was as a result of lack of training and lack of resources. And then again, we can help bridge that gap. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time, and please do share Maame Midwife, your midwife on call, to all your friends and family, and let's help build a community of love, kindness. Thank you. God bless. Bye.